guys, we're here today in the kitchen and we are having another one of our daily dose of whimsy. And today is, I want you this week to try our tasty, it's a tongue twister, our tasty Thai tea Thursday. So you are gonna have to get a couple of things for this. Most of you have black tea at home. Lipton black tea will work. I happen to have Tetley British Blend black tea. And what I ordered from Amazon was a Thai tea mix. When we lived in California, we used to have Thai tea at Thai restaurants and it was so delicious. It's loaded with sugar, but it's a good treat. Like, save it for dessert. So I am boiling, I'm doing a double batch. So I am boiling 2.5 cups of water in my tea kettle on the stove. And I've got ready to add to that hot water when it comes to a boil, and that's about 208 degrees if you're using an electric kettle. So I've got 4 tablespoons of my Thai tea mix, which is pretty potent. I've got 4 black tea bags, which equals about 2 tablespoons, and that's double the recipe. And I've got 4 tablespoons of brown sugar. And the other ingredients we're going to talk about in just a minute after we add this to the boiling water. So your Thai tea mix, your black tea is going to go in, and your brown sugar. And when it reaches a boil, I'm going to pull it off. We're going to dump all that in and we're going to let it steep for 5 minutes. And while that's steeping, we're going to talk about what I'm going to do with the cream part that goes in this Thai iced tea. So we're going to let it come to a boil here. It's getting there. And then we're going to dump our ingredients in. Okay, my pot whistled. You can see the steam coming up. So to that water, I'm gonna add my Thai iced tea mix. It's loose tea, so we're gonna have to strain this after the 5 minutes. So I put that in. The brown sugar, and I don't need to stir it or anything. I'm just putting it in, making sure I get all of it in there. And my black tea bags. I've got 4 of them here. 4 tablespoons of brown sugar and the 4 tablespoons of Thai tea mix. So 4, 4, and 4. So if you just do a single dose or single batch, you're gonna do 2, 2, and 2 of the mixture, okay? And 1 1/4 water for a single batch, 2.5 cups of water boiling for a double batch. Okay, so while that's cooling, I've got some Eagle brand condensed milk, and I've got evaporated milk. Now, some people might think, oh gosh, I'm gonna use real milk. I've tried it, it doesn't taste, it's just not the same. You've gotta use the evaporated milk and you've gotta use the condensed milk. And this is gonna add some sweetness too, as well as that brown sugar. So I've got in here, I've got 4 tablespoons. So you're only gonna do 2 tablespoons of the condensed milk for your single batch, but just make double. So I've got 4 tablespoons of the condensed milk. So I've got that in there. And now I'm gonna add 1/2 cup for the single batch. For the double batch like I'm making, I'm gonna do a full cup of the evaporated milk. Always make sure you wash the top of your cans anywhere you get them. It's just healthier that way, making sure that you don't have anything on that can when you dump it or when you use it. So I'm gonna pour this evaporated milk in. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my little handy dandy whisker, and I'm gonna whisk it going up and down like a W until it about doubles. And then once it doubles in size and is completely mixed, you put it in the freezer. And you're gonna watch for it around the edges to form like a little crust around the top edge and the sides. We don't want it to completely freeze, okay? And we are letting our tea, we're allowing it to steep for about 5 minutes. So I may have to kind of jump start this. I think my batteries might be a little low in my whisker. It's thick from that condensed milk. You can use a hand whisker, you know, your hand, but this is just so much easier. And we're gonna let that double in size, pop it in the freezer, and the freezer timing, let me just double check, is 20 minutes. So while that's freezing, you're gonna strain your tea after it's been about 5 minutes and allow the tea to cool, okay? I'm gonna keep whisking until we've about doubled, and we'll come back and I'm gonna pop it in the freezer and we'll see what it looks like after the freezer. Okay, little side squirrel. I'm gonna expose you to this viral Hong Kong iced tea along with the Thai iced tea. And this is gaining traction, you know, in your Instagram reels or TikTok reels. So for this, you need fresh lemon juice, or I use this quite a bit. And you need, you can use any tea bag flavor. It recommends hibiscus tea and ginger ale. I didn't have ginger ale. Actually, Walmart was out of ginger ale in the bottle, and you want bottles for this. And this size bottle, which is your 16 ounce. So I've got hibiscus tea, organic hibiscus tea, and I've got some Earl Grey. And the main viral one is Earl Grey and Sprite. That's the one everybody's going nuts over. So what you're gonna do is you are going to open your soda bottle. And you're gonna pour a little bit out. I'm gonna pour a little bit in there because the tea bag's gonna take up some space. So I've poured just a little bit out, maybe down to the label there. And I'm gonna pop my Earl Grey tea into my Sprite bottle, just like that, leaving the string out. And I'm doing this while I'm waiting on my cream mixture to get crystallized layer around the edges, top edges and sides. And I'm steeping my tea still. So I'm gonna pop 2 bags down in my Sprite, like that. Make sure they're immersed. And whoop, 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 whoop. We're gonna screw, maybe I shouldn't have pushed them down so bad. I guess that's a lesson learned on that one. I've never pushed them down before. So then you're gonna take your Sprite. I'm gonna rinse it off since that happened. And you're gonna have a cup ready, and you're gonna turn it upside down like that because you want it to steep, and you can see the bubbles, and the Sprite is gonna catch, the cup is gonna catch the little bit of Sprite that comes out because of the string. You can't completely screw that top back on. You're gonna put it in your fridge for 2 hours. Then you're gonna take it out and serve it over ice. So we're gonna try that as well. I'm gonna do the second one for you without pushing that tea bag down. I don't know what made me push it down in the video, but nice little goof up there for you. Okay, so it tips the tea bag when you tip it into a mug. So I'm gonna put my hibiscus down, and this is the one that they recommend putting with ginger ale, the hibiscus tea. When the hibiscus is really good for you. It supports heart health, so you cannot feel bad about having your soda. So I've got my 2 tea bags on the outside. I'm gonna screw my lid back on. trying to get it tight. And then I'm gonna turn it upside down like that into a mug, put it in the fridge for 2 hours. We're gonna try both of these later. Okay, we are ready for a taste of this Thirsty Thursday Thai iced tea. So I've strained my tea solids out and just dumped them in the trash. You can put them in the garden except for the brown sugar in it. So normal tea grounds you can totally put in the garden, which I do, but I didn't these because of the brown sugar content. So this tea stains like no other because it's really strong. So don't get it anywhere near, be careful with it, and don't get it anywhere near anything you don't want, to get stained. So, and I just strained it with a fine little strainer like this, mesh strainer. And I have my tea here. I have my nice cold glass of ice. And I've taken it out when it got those little crystallized things around the edge. And I took my whisk and I just whisked a bit again. And you can see it's about double what we had, and it's nice and frothy looking on the top, which you probably can't tell. So what you're gonna do for that single batch, you're gonna divide it into 2 glasses. I've made extra because I want everybody to try it tonight. So I'm gonna pour about half my glass with the tea solids, and I'm just gonna put the strainer over it just in case there was anything left. And you can tell it truly has a nice orange red cast to it. And then you're gonna take it, and it would come to the table separated. It was the coolest thing. So I'm gonna tilt my glass a little bit, and I'm gonna get froth over the top, like that. So this iced tea, they would bring it out to the table. Can you see it? That foamy layer of sweetness kind of lays over the top, and you don't have to feel bad about this. Many of you drink sweet tea anyway. This is exceptionally sweet and rich. Replace it with your summer ice cream. Have it as a total treat and enjoy it. So once it came to the table, we would give it a little bit of a stir like that. It still ends up with that froth on top. And I'm gonna get my little umbrella straw here. You can see it still has a nice layer. It has that orange-red color to it that looks so multicultural as far as teas. So let's have a taste. That is so refreshing. I can't express how good it is and how much I miss having that from the Thai restaurants. Used to get chicken satay, pad Thai noodles, and have the Thai iced tea. What a good treat on a hot day. So enjoy a Thirsty Thursday with Thai iced tea. And you can make both of these up ahead like I did. Put them in 2 separate containers. You don't want to mix them until right before you're ready to drink, just because you want it coming out with that layered look. All right, so enjoy. Okay, we're back this morning to try. I've let it be in my fridge overnight, the viral Hong Kong iced tea. So we're gonna give it a try. And I have never tasted it, never done it. I just wanted to try it, and I wanted to share it with you all. So it said leave it in the cup and there is some that has leaked out because of that string from the tea bag. So it's important that you put it in a cup, and it said just 2 hours. I let it stay overnight. So we are going to try the Sprite with the Earl Grey tea bags in it, and it was 2 tea bags. So here we go. We're gonna give this a taste. It's a pretty color. You can kind of see. So let's try Sprite with Earl Grey tea. That is really good. Really good. Of course, it's sweet tea, light Earl Grey taste. You gotta try this. really refreshing. Now they said to put lemon over it. I kind of don't like lemon in my iced tea, so you can give it a try. Okay, now we're gonna try the hibiscus tea, which has a little bit of a stronger taste. And we're gonna try it over ice as well, and no lemon. I'm not a fan of the lemon. And it really turned the Sprite a really pretty red color. So let's see what this tastes like. And I'm sure you could use Diet or Sprite Zero, you know, if you're not able to have the sugar. Oh, that's good too. So you gotta try this. What a refreshing treat on a hot day. Try the viral Hong Kong iced tea.